Hey everybody, this is Dave Thomas III, your life and relationship coach here at Life and Relationship Solutions. You know, some people when they're in relationships will say things either in the passion of the moment, the heat of the moment, or out of anger that they don't mean. And when that happens, should that person still follow through with whatever they said, regardless of whether they meant it or not? Well, you know what, that kind of depends. If you threaten to do something physiologically damaging to somebody else, I would hope that you wouldn't follow through with that particular thing that you said. But all other instances are kind of up for grabs. I mean, if you say, for example, when you're in a relationship with someone, hey, listen, you know what? You can go out with other people if you want to. I don't care. But then you turn around and you get angry when you see that person with somebody else, or you get angry when you notice that they're talking to somebody else on the phone, especially someone of the opposite sex. Do you have a right to feel that way? Well, of course, you can feel any way that you want, but how you react to it will determine whether or not you're right or you're wrong. And here's the deal. In an instance like that, you're wrong. Because if you told somebody that this is what the case is, then you have to live up to your word, whether you meant it or not, regardless of why you said it, whether you said it as a defensive mechanism because you're afraid of getting hurt, because some people do that. They will say, we're not in a relationship, or they will say, I'm not going to commit to you, and I don't expect you to commit to me. And they'll give all kinds of reasons for it, when deep down inside, the reality is they're afraid of being hurt, understandably. So this is their kind of like halfway out, that keeping one foot out the door and one foot in, so to speak. But even if you say those things under those circumstances, under the reality of the circumstances, but the other person expects you to live up to what you said, you can't really get angry at them, reasonably speaking. You can't, because these are the words that came out of your mouth. By the same token, if you tell somebody, you know what, I am going to be committed to you, we are in a relationship, then you have to live up to those words too. Those are reasonable expectations based on what you said. That if you say it's left, it's left, it's right, it's right. That you honor what you said. Because saying it because either you're afraid of commitment, or either because you're angry, or whatever the case may be, does not excuse you from having to stand behind what you said. So the moral to this story is very simple. Don't say things that you don't mean, or that you're not going to live up to, or that you can't back up. Don't do that. Only say, especially when it comes to expressing where your place is in a relationship and what you expect your mate to do, only say the things that you mean. Don't say things that either they sound good, or you say it out of bravado, or you say it because as a defensive measure. Don't do that. Until you're ready to say exactly what you mean, I hate to say it this way, but keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything at all. It's better for it to happen that way than for you to say something and then somebody expects you to live up to and stand behind what you said, and you're not really prepared to do that. I see a lot of that happen in many, many relationships. It's not a fun place to be for either person, either for the person who said it or the person who's standing there listening to it, may not necessarily want to hear it, but still wants you to live up to what you said. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share that a little bit with you. As you can see, the shadows are falling out here at the end of the day. I'm getting ready to go home. I hope that you guys have had a great day. I look forward to hearing from anyone that has any questions about relationships. Be sure to hit me up on my page, inbox me on my page, Life and Relationship Solutions on Facebook. And until then, it was great talking to you, and have a great evening. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.